Attention stations on the Penn State Sports Network. Our broadcast will begin in 1 minute from my mark. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark.
And here's another point. I think it's a very important point about, at least from my perspective, about the job of Ed DeChellis, Kirk Kanaski, Lou Preston, and Danny Earl. They've gone through so many close games. They go to a place that has been traditionally a very hard place for Penn State to play against a team that they traditionally don't match up with, where so many times out there have been large margins of victory. The way things have been going, you would think that, quote, you can lose a group going out there. And instead, the opposite happened. They were not only ready to play, they were ready to win.
Yeah, I think you can make the case it was the best game they played. They just had the turnovers down the stretch and ended up getting them beat. Steve, look, when you see 0-7, people don't want to hear about it. They just see 0-7. They don't want to hear about the details, and I get all that. The reality is, I mean, you've seen way more of this than me, but in the 6 years I've been doing this is the most competitive group night in and night out of any team, even last year's team, which did get blown out a couple of times. Right. This team is always in the games. Was last year's team's better? Yeah, it was.
Of course.
Because of Corley and Pringle and Danny Morrissey. But this group is always there, and it is hard when you keep getting beat to keep coming back with the same kind of effort. Having said that, the effort against Indiana last week was not good enough.
Exactly.
Here, the one at Iowa was not good enough. It's interesting. The better efforts have been at Minnesota, where they played a winning game, at Illinois, where they certainly played a winning game, at Wisconsin, another winning game. I just think, and I said it before the Wisconsin game Sunday, Steve, I think this group plays better on the road than they do at home, because I think they like it when the buildings are full and there's people going nuts and screaming at them.
It's Ohio State and Penn State with the opening tip next.
As always, Taylor Battle was ready to lead the young Nittany Lions on the road against 18th-ranked Ohio State and Evan Turner. Battle and Turner, the top two scorers in the Big Ten, and both would live up to their reps. The Buckeyes got out to the early lead, but they found out what the rest of the Big Ten already knew, that Penn State is in every game, with Andrew Jones throwing his weight around early.
Turner at the foul line. Elbow jumper, short rebound by Frazier over to Borovniak. Sasha outlets it for Battle. Battle with Simmons to beat. Kicks the ball to Frazier, lays it up and in. An amazing thing when they run, how much better they look. They got a rebound pitch out, and that is 3-on-1.
Frazier, nice pump fake. Battle wide open for three. Got it.
The defense tried to recover. The extra pass, too much for Ohio State to handle.
Battle drives, Bab to his left, fires up an awkward shot and banks it in for two.
Did he call that?
David Jackson's tenacity underneath exemplified the Nittany Lions' spirit. But by halftime, Penn State was down 12. Yet they stuck together and would put quite a solid run at Ohio State in the second half, seriously threatening their unbeaten home record. Battle was tough, whether he was shooting long range, distributing the basketball, or working his magic underneath the hoop.
Great entry pass from Brooks to Jackson, who scores with the left hand.
Jackson lays it in. Great pass, Jeff Brooks. Need a stop here. Back to 7 again.
Every time Penn State looks like they've got the momentum, Ohio State's had an answer.
And every time Ohio State thought they were comfortable, Penn State found a way to get back in the game. They would get within 3 points of the Buckeyes with less than 2 minutes to play.
Back to Babb, straight on three. Got it! Huge shot by Chris Babb, 5-point game.
Babb, tough three ball. Rimmed out. Rebound, David Jackson got fouled on the way up. Jackson coolly collects 2 free throws.
Penn State being able to control tempo. Big question is, can they get the stops necessary to get themselves back in the full contention in this game?
3-ball, Diebler, good! The first one he's been able to catch tonight.
John Diebler had been 0 for 6 from the field before that shot, but it was the knockout blow. Ohio State went on a 10-0 run after that and put the game away. They stay unbeaten at home, but like the rest of the Nittany Lions opponents, breathed a sigh of relief as well at the final horn.